Hey, welcome back to my channel. My name's Karina, Living Lean Six Sigma or Living Lean Success. We are on part 14 for the airframe book. So our next subject is going to be aircraft instrument systems. Question: an aircraft magnetic compass is swung to update the compass correction card when? Answer: equipment is added that could affect the compass deviation. Note, there is no time interval requirement for swinging a compass, but it normally is done when any equipment has been added to the aircraft that could affect the compass deviation. Deviation is just straying away from whatever it's supposed to point at. Question: which of the following operating mechanisms would be found in a hydraulic pressure gauge? Answer: board-on tube. Question: what is the fixed line mark attached to the compass bowl of a magnetic compass called? Answer: lubber line. Not blubber, but lubber. Lubber line. Question: true or false? Number 1, aircraft instruments are color-coded to direct attention to operational ranges and limitations. Number 2, aircraft instruments range markings are not, repeat, are not specified by Title 14 of the Code of Federal Regulations, but are standardized by aircraft manufacturers. Answer: number 1 is true, but number 2 is false. This is what it needs to say. The aircraft instrument range markings are specified in the appropriate type certificate data sheet, which are, according to 14 CFR 21.41, a part of the type certificate. Question: which of the following will cause inaccuracies in a magnetic compass that may be compensated for by an aircraft mechanic? Answer: deviation. Question: what will be the result if the instrument static pressure line becomes disconnected inside a pressurized cabin during cruising flight? Answer: the altimeter and airspeed indicator will both read low. Question: the maximum deviation during level flight permitted in a compensated magnetic direction indicator installed on an aircraft certified under the FAR Part 23 is? Answer: 10 degrees. Question: magnetic compass bowls are filled with a liquid to? Answer: dampen the oscillation of the float. Question: instrument static system leakage can be detected by observing the rate of change in indication of the? Answer: altimeter after suction has been applied to the static system to cause a prescribed equivalent altitude to be indicated. Question: the maximum altitude loss permitted during an unpressurized aircraft instrument static pressure system integrity check is? Answer: 100 feet in 1 minute. Question: which statement regarding an aircraft instrument vacuum system is true? Answer: dry type vacuum pumps with carbon vanes are very susceptible to damage from solid airborne particles and must take in only filtered air. Note, it is extremely important that only filtered air be allowed to flow through these pumps. Question: when an aircraft altimeter is set to 29.92 inch mercury, Hg, on the ground, the altimeter will read? Answer: pressure altitude. Question: which of the following instrument discrepancies could be corrected by an aviation mechanic? Answer: red line missing, mounting screws are loose, so you can tighten those, case paint chipped and leaking at the line B nut. Question: which of the following instrument discrepancies would require replacement of the instrument? Answer: case leaking, glass cracked, instrument will not zero out, inside of the instrument case is fogged. Question: which instrument condition is acceptable and would not require correction? Answer: case paint chipped is the only one of these problems that would not require correction. Question: a barometric altimeter indicates pressure altitude when the barometric scale is set to. Answer: 29.92 inches of mercury. Question: at sea level, when the average atmospheric pressure is 14.7 psi, the barometric pressure is. Answer: 29.92 inches of mercury. Hello. Come here. Ooh, my baby. There we go. Question: the board-on-tube instrument may be used to indicate what? Answer: pressure. Question: a turn coordinator instrument indicates. Answer: both roll and yaw. Question: aircraft temperature thermocouple leads may. Answer: not be altered and are designed for a specific installation. Hey. Question: a synchro transmitter is connected to a synchro receiver. Answer: electrically with wires. Question: the operation of an angle of attack indicating system is based on detection of differential pressure at a point where the airstream flows in a direction. Answer: not parallel. Repeat, not parallel to the true angle of attack of the aircraft. Question: turbine engine exhaust gas temperatures are measured by using. Answer: Cromel Alumel thermocouples. Cromel Alumel thermocouples. Question: fuel flow transmitters are designed to transmit data. Answer: electrically. Question: which of the following causes of aircraft magnetic compass inaccuracies may be compensated for by mechanics? Answer: deviation. Question: who is authorized to repair an aircraft instrument? Answer: a certified repair station approved for that class instrument. That's it. That's the only one. Question: a certificated mechanic with at least an airframe rating may perform. Answer: inspections and function checks on aircraft instruments. Note: internal maintenance on instruments and related LRUs or line replaceable units must be carried out at facilities equipped with the specialized equipment needed to perform the maintenance properly. Qualified technicians like an avionics tech with specialized training and intimate knowledge of the instrument can perform this type of work, usually under the repair station certificate. However, certified airframe technicians and A&P technicians are charged with a wide variety of maintenance functions related to instruments and instrument systems. You can do installation, you can remove, you can inspect, you can troubleshoot, and the functional checks are all performed in the field by certified personnel. Question: what does a reciprocating engine manifold pressure gauge indicate when the engine is not operating? Answer: the existing atmospheric pressure. Question: the requirements for testing and inspection of instrument static pressure systems required by Section 91.411 are contained in. Answer: Part 43, Appendix E, as in echo. Question: which condition would be most likely to cause excessive vacuum in a vacuum system? Answer: vacuum relief valve improperly adjusted. Question: data transmitted between components in an EFIS are converted into. Answer: digital signals. Question: the function of a CRT in an EFIS is to. Just so you know, CRT is cathode ray tube, okay, and then EFIS is electronic flight instrument systems or system. So the question is, the function of a CRT in an EFIS is to. Answer: display alphanumeric data and representations of aircraft instruments. Question: the function of a symbol generator, SG, in an EFIS is to. Answer: receive and process the input signals from the aircraft and engine sensors and send that data to the appropriate display. Question: the function of a display controller in an EFIS is to. Answer: allow the pilot to select the appropriate system configuration for the current flight situation. Note: PDS means pilot's display system. CDS is co-pilot's display system. Again, CRT is cathode ray tube, SG is system generator, and EFIS is electronic flight instrument system. Question: a radar altimeter determines altitude by. Answer: transmitting a signal and receiving back a reflected signal. Question: a radar altimeter indicates. Answer: altitude above ground level, AGL. Question: resistance type temperature indicators using Wheatstone bridge or ratiometer circuits may be used to indicate the temperature of which of the following? Answer: free air, carburetor air, coolant from the engine, and oil temperature. Note: when temperatures below about 300 degrees Fahrenheit are to be measured by an aircraft instrument, these two resistant type temperature indicators are used. Question: when flags such as NAV, NAV, heading, HDG, or GS, glide slope, are displayed on an HSI, I forgot what HSI is. HSI is horizontal situation indicator. The indication is. Answer: that function is inoperative. Question: instrument panel shock mount absorb. Answer: low frequency, high amplitude shocks. Question: which procedure should you use if you find a vacuum operated instrument glass loose? Answer, install another instrument. Again, you are not a repair shop. Once you crack that baby open, you are out of your depth. Send it to a repair shop. Question, which instruments are connected to an aircraft's pitot system? Answer, vertical speed indicator, altimeter, airspeed indicator. Question, which of the following instruments will normally have range markings? Answer, cylinder head temperature gauge, airspeed indicator. Question, how would an airspeed indicator be marked to show the best rate of climb speed one engine inoperative? Answer, a blue radial line. Blue radial line for a multi-engine aircraft, even if one engine is inoperative. Trick question. Question, the green arc on the aircraft temperature gauge indicates. Answer, the desirable temperature range. Question, what must be done to an instrument panel that is supported by shock mounts? Answer, bonding straps must be installed across the instrument mounts as a current path. Question, what marking color is used to indicate if a cover glass has slipped? Answer, white. Question, aircraft instruments should be marked and graduated in accordance with. Answer, the specific aircraft maintenance or flight manual. Question, aircraft instrument panels are generally shock mounted to absorb. Answer, low frequency, high amplitude shocks. Question, the method of mounting aircraft instruments in their respective panels depends on the. Answer, design of the instrument case. Note, the design of the instrument case determines the way the instrument is mounted in the instrument panel. Some instruments are held in place with screws, others clamped in specific mounting ring. In a specific mounting ring. Question, how is a flangeless instrument case mounted in an instrument panel? Answer, by an expanding type clamp secured to the back of the panel and tightened by a screw from the front of the instrument panel. So you're like cinching it down. Question, cases for electrically operated instruments are made of. Answer, iron or steel cases. Question, when installing an instrument in an aircraft, who is responsible for making sure it is properly marked? Answer, the mechanic installing the instrument. Question, where may a person look for information necessary to determine the required markings on an engine instrument? Answer, aircraft flight manual or aircraft maintenance manual. Question, a certificated mechanic with airframe and power plant ratings may. Answer, not perform repairs to aircraft instruments. Again, out of your depth, do not repair the instruments. Just send them to a shop. Question, the red radial lines on the face of an engine oil pressure gauge indicates. Answer, minimum and or maximum safe operating limits. Question, a certificated mechanic may perform. Answer, 100-hour inspections of instruments. Question. An aircraft instrument panel is electrically bonded to the aircraft structure to answer. Provide current return paths. Question. How many of the following are controlled by gyroscopes? Answer. Turn needle of the turn and slip indicator, heading indicator, and altitude indicator. So all three. Question. The lubber line, like blubber, the lubber line on a directional gyro is used to answer. Represent the nose of the aircraft. Question. Which instruments are connected to an aircraft's static pressure system only? Answer. Vertical speed indicator and the altimeter. Question. When an unpressurized aircraft's static pressure system is leak checked to comply with the requirements of section 91.411, what aircraft instrument may be used in lieu of a pedostatic system tester? Answer. Altimeter. Note, this negative pressure will cause the altimeter to increase its indication by approximately 1,000 feet. Seal the system and watch the altimeter for 1 minute. If the system is not leaking, the altimeter will not change its indication by more than 100 feet. Question. If a static pressure system check reveals excessive leakage, the leaks may be located by answer. Isolating portions of the line and testing each portion systematically starting at the instrument connections. Question. When performing the static system leakage check required by section 91.411, the technician utilizes answer. Negative pressure. All right, the next section we're going to go into is communication and navigation systems. I might have something to say about that section. So in the meantime, and until next time, I'll see you in the next video. Thanks.